Dragon Drop Podcast. Man, this is the Dragon Drop Pod, episode 46. I was thinking this week, man, when you go and you see your homies, you give them a hug, and while you're hanging out and stuff, it's like sometimes you don't dap them up when maybe you should dap them up. And I just wanted, all my homies to know that when I don't dap you up, it's not that I don't care about you. It's just that maybe like that moment I'm not feeling like getting dapped up, but like you probably still should get dapped up.
Who didn't get dapped up?
I really was weighing on me this week, because we hung out last weekend in person, which is rare because we are internet people. Yep. But like there was some moments probably where somebody hit a nice shot at the pool that could have got a slick dap, and I think we left a lot of daps on the table that night. So I think just we need to be more careful about doling out daps more. We need more.
Yeah,
daps.
Dap awareness. It's a
Dap
big
awareness
deal.
month.
All right. Well, I thought there were plenty of daps, plenty of hugs. Good time.
Yeah, good hugs. I like hugging my homies. There's not a lot of people that you can outside of family that you can love, but that's your friends. And I think that, if you have friends out there that you really care about, you got to tell them that you love them because that matters, man. And dapping up your homies is a form of showing some love. So dap up your homies. Don't hold back your daps because you might regret it.
Yeah, it might be the last dap. You got to make it count.
Dap as much as you can.
Yep, dap your homies as much as you can.
All right, well, it's been a week. A lot of news going on that we're not going to talk about, but there's some cool news.
Why is that?
Because it's all political.
Shit.
But there's this moon happening tonight. That's pretty cool.
I looked in the sky. I saw stars. Whoa.
And my understanding is
it wasn't red though, but
Legolas said that when there's a red moon like this, that means that was the sun. Blood was spilled that night. Never mind. This is
oh no!
But there's a lunar eclipse tonight. Well, because we record this on Thursday nights, but yeah, so it hasn't quite happened yet. But check it out later.
Lunar eclipse.
Yeah. I was thinking about the sun the other day, and there's oxygen on the sun because fire can only be there with oxygen. So maybe one day the sun will be a livable planet, just not burning.
It's not solid, right?
It's a gaseous store, but
it's not going to be a livable planet. There's too much gravity.
Maybe we can harvest the oxygen out of the sun. That'd be kind of nice.
How much would
transfer
you
it to
weigh
Mars
on the surface of the sun? How much would you weigh?
I'd be disintegrated, so probably nothing. I wouldn't weigh a single thing.
Would you weigh on the sun?
Oh, because of gravity?
Yeah, no, you don't believe in gravity, but
I think it's just all being expressed outwards. There's something holding it together.
What the hell is... Okay, let's go with 250.
It's crazy to think about the sun because if it sucks you in with its gravity, and if you were still alive and in a little spacesuit and you're just sucked into the sun and you're just like going faster and faster into the sun, and then you have just like a little like when you test a stainless steel pan to see if it's ready, if it's hot enough yet, you do the little
water on there.
Yeah, the little water. There's a name for it. That's like what your body would do.
Test.
Yeah, according to this website, though, if you weighed 250 pounds and you were on the sun, you would weigh 6,768 pounds. So you would be immediately crushed.
Yeah, it's just a theory because you could never stand on the sun. You would just get sucked in and then.
No, it says on Mars,
I'd like
you'd
to
weigh
think
94.
your strength is equivalent to the weight, at the sun.
About the same on Mars and Mercury. Only about 40 pounds on the moon.
That'd be fun.
Get some junk
until your muscles atrophy and your bone density fails, and then you come back to Earth and you're just like an old grandma. You're like 120-year-old grandma, osteoporosis.
Have you seen John Carter of Mars? It's this movie where like it's like set in like Western times, but this guy like finds a portal to Mars, and there's like people on Mars, and he becomes like a gladiator on Mars, and he's super strong. No.
Never heard of it. Yeah,
one of the biggest box office bombs for Disney ever.
John Carter.
I heard that before, but I didn't know about the Mars adventure.
Mars. That's what it is. Well, the original story is John Carter of Mars. But they named the
Oh
movie
yeah,
John
it's like
Carter.
the gorilla hippos. Yeah.
Yeah, they shouldn't
I
have
just
named.
saw
They
those.
should have kept the of Mars in the name, I think. But it was.
His haircut is what women call a bob.
I mean,
I don't know if I like that. Yeah, that's a bob. I don't like that on a man.
That's
a
like
bob.
it's a pretty standard movie man haircut, man. Keanu's had this haircut in every single John Wick movie.
Nah, that last pick on the far right, that's a bob.
It's Brendan Fraser. Brendan
He
Fraser. Bob.
does look kind of like Brendan Fraser from George of the Jungle. But this is Taylor Kitsch. He's
Oh, from
Gambit.
The Whale.
The Whale, yes, the Whale. What the hell are these monsters? But it was an okay
gorilla
movie.
hippo.
An okay movie. You know. So
This looks like Star Wars Junior.
it's kind of like an old timey sci-fi book. Yeah.
John Carter.
Written it's a Virginian soldier.
They should have cast an Asian or an Indian to play John Carter, not a white.
It was written like in 1917, so they weren't writing stories in America about Asians or Indians. You know,
Right.
as a
We
star.
could come out with a new one. John Carter, the Asian story.
Why, what would change if he was Asian?
Just his face.
Oh, yeah, true.
And that's the facts, man. That's the facts.
Man. Okay. Also in the news this week, Microsoft is coming out with some AI that is going to be your friend. To me, I read this and it's like the saddest shit I've ever seen. It's like, imagine like you're playing games with your younger or your older brother, right? And you're kind
Backseat
of
gaming
you're
back
kind of coach.
computer.
Yeah. This is Backseat Gaming by Microsoft Copilot. So you're playing like a multiplayer game solo with the Xbox Copilot AI in your ear, kind of hyping you up. Like this is genuinely the saddest shit I've ever seen.
What does
Wait,
it sound like? That's what I'm most curious on. What approach did they take? Because they
Sorry,
had to
what
have
voice?
like evaluated which voice is like most well received.
It's a black guy. It's a black guy.
Get
I
back
know
into
it.
Age of Empires 4. Can you install it?
Downloading
It's
now.
a woman.
Want a recap of where you left
No
off?
one wants to
Sure.
listen to that.
Okay, I've got some wood from a tree. What do I
Oh
do?
shit!
Oh my god,
Craft the oak logs into wooden planks by opening your inventory and
this is horrible, man. Oh, I hate this. But yeah, it's
I
like
don't know who would do that.
someone who doesn't have any friends. But this is like going to encourage you to never make a friend.
Right.
You're talking to yourself the whole time. It's a paid subscription.
It is.
Sweet.
I'm sure there's no way it's free, right? But like, it tells you how to enable cheats in Minecraft.
I mean,
They would probably make it free because they're getting all the questions. It's like building it more. They built it up so much, but now with everyone interacting with it, it gets built further.
My AI sidekick.
I mean, there's games where you look up, like, how do I beat this level? If you get stuck somewhere, or how do I progress? And I feel like if that was the lean, that you could, like, tap into it to, like, help you just overcome a little hurdle. Yeah, I get it. You're supposed to solve games on your own, and that's the point of games. But you get stuck, and you got the internet these days. So if, like, I don't want this fake friend telling me, oh, you beat the level. Good job. Like, that's absolutely useless. And I hope that people aren't getting human satisfaction out of having an AI tell them they did great, because that is pointless, and that should not boost your self-esteem.
I think the good application on it is like reflecting on what occurred in the game or during the game that like made you lose or like a bad decision. Because like the best ways you can learn is if you just rewatch what you did in whatever game, really. But
Yeah.
who has the time for fucking that? Just cue the next one. So maybe in that regard, it's like helpful, but
Does it do
Yeah.
that well? That's a good point,
Right.
because if it reviews your gameplay and like, hey, you kind of stayed in a little bit too long there, you should have
Mhm.
parried.
You should have
If
parried.
it teaches you, that is actually really valuable to make people better gamers. But this shit where it's like tutorial level shit throughout the whole game, that would just be
kind
annoying.
of just walking you through. I mean, I'm against this. Maybe
It's
it's
April
maybe it's
Fool's,
good
right?
if like, I don't know, you're a single child, and you,
and no one loves
I'm
you
sure
except
it'll
the
help
computer.
if you're playing a game like Dark Souls. That's people look up guides anyway, right? I assume anyone who's playing Dark Souls is cheating.
Elon.
There's guides for Dark Souls.
There's got to be a guide for every single boss. You know?
Yeah, you get on
Huh.
YouTube, you can find every game, every boss, walkthroughs of everything.
I mean, I think it's only okay to look up stuff if like you missed a line of dialogue that told you where to go. Yeah.
Cheaters never win.
You guys used to get the what was it, game with Tips and Tricks magazine?
Couldn't
Did that
afford
cost
that.
money?
Are you kidding?
I don't-
Did that cost money?
I mean, to get them like every now and then.
For money or what?
Yeah, it's only a couple dollars, man.
What
No,
did you have?
dude.
Who paid for this?
Yeah. what the-
I had money every now and then. I don't know, man.
That's pretty cool, mag. That looks sick.
It was, yeah. They were good.
The vintage
Like
tips
cool
and
art.
tricks video game mags.
It was like a cheaper version of Game Informer. These are all mid 1990s episodes or 1996 issues.
Man,
Too
the
cool.
aesthetics of all that is a lot better than new games where it's just so realistic, or their attempt on realism is too crazy.
Dude, that gives me a good idea. We should make a physical magazine that's all
2025.
about AI people. So like it's a whole universe that doesn't exist. It's not like superheroes, but like
You're describing a
Yo,
comic
sh-
book. That's
Well,
not
no, no,
a
like-
non-superhero comic book. This does exist.
okay, let's say like 15 issues in, you're following this girl, like, oh, she wore this and she released this song. Everyone loves her. And it's like, oh, she got tits. You know, it's like she got implants. And then you can drive the universe into whatever you want.
Dude, you're describing
like-
a book.
Yeah, but it's a magazine and it's all AI. Like all the people are all AI generated. And it's like
They're AI generated. Like the author has no say over what's happening.
no, we drive the storyline. So we drop the first mag. We got all these people that are doing things, and then we can evolve and make new AI pictures of them doing new things, and people can get invested in their and they can get the magazine.
Have you read AI
and-
content, man? It's not worth getting invested in.
Well, just the pictures. We tell the story.
It's like kind of like those Choose Your Own Adventure Goosebumps books. Dan, what's your take on that?
We shouldn't be talking about Goosebumps.
Or else,
Goosebumps hurt the generations of kids, and R.L. Stein should not be praised. He should be imprisoned.
Dan? Why do you hate R.L. Stein so much? What did he do
Because
so
of
bad?
what he did.
Which was
he-
create horror stories for children.
Yeah, and that's not. I mean, is that helping the kids? Maybe it's getting them interested in reading, but it's also
did you
teaching
read
them
any of these?
fear. Probably, I can't recall. I remember watching some of the shows, whatever that was on.
Nickelodeon.
It's like the doll or whatever. Yeah, there's like one where there's a bunch of worms. Spooky, but I don't know. I just think teaching them that kind of. I mean, maybe that's what Halloween's about too. Maybe Halloween isn't as based as we thought.
You're just against scaring kids.
Well, it's teaching them what to be fearful of, and like encouraging that kind of like weird shit. You know what I mean? Like
It's the
should
devil.
I don't.
yeah, it's almost like I
You're
don't see how that's helping anyone.
It's like voodoo. It's like introducing kids to voodoo so that when you go to New Orleans, when you're a young adult, you get sucked into like some voodoo hostel, and then they cast some spells, and that what you don't realize is that you're under that spell for years, and your life just degrades into fentanyl and piss and strippers until you're able to realize, oh, it was the voodoo.
You've been to New
that
Orleans
they
a few
put on me.
times. Has this happened to you? You've been trapped in a voodoo
It
hostel?
smells like piss quite frequently there.
It's because it's hot, right? And it's hot and sweaty and stinky.
That shit was crazy though. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Smells
The
like-
voodoo piss?
It's New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans. Yeah.
You guys have been there.
Dude, did we ever tell you this
That was
story,
sick.
B? Me and Dan went.
Yeah, I know
with
you went.
Missy.
Okay.
But there's a show called Vampire Diaries. Do you know about that?
Yeah, but that's where they wear the ring and they no longer burn up in the sun.
Yeah, it's cheat codes for
Yes.
IRL's
It's
vampires.
It's CW Twilight.
But it's based in. They film it in New Orleans.
Oh, I thought
And-
it was
and-
Vancouver.
So me and Dan were and Missy were down in New Orleans, and we were scoping out the scene, and there are odd people. And there's this one lady with a suitcase going around. She had camo pants and one of those little army hats, kind of. But she's drinking a deucer of like twisted tea or something. And we saw her for multiple nights. That's why she's memorable, because she was out on the street.
Yeah, not
Like,
just one spot. Like seemingly everywhere we went, we would see her
Some sort of busker.
one time a night.
she wasn't a busker. She was just drunk and probably no job.
She's making some money.
Just a
Somehow.
little.
Right. I don't know if it's blowjobs. I don't know what it is, but we're watching Vampire Diaries, and there's a cut scene. You know how they'll do cut scenes where it's like they'll just like film part of like a building or something. It showed that lady in the cut scene, like they filmed the cut, and it was that lady that we saw.
She was
And
like
I
an
remember
unpaid extra in the show.
She was. You're right. But it was like years prior from us going there. She was down there doing the same shit with her fucking briefcase, just chugging deucers. And I saw that. I snapped Dan, and I was like, "Dude, it's that girl that we saw down there."
I mean, the show's authentic then. All right, look, that's,
Yeah, it's a
that's
good
real.
show. I mean, I'm
I'm
pro
not-
Vampire Diaries.
I'm not watching any CW vampire drama for teens, man.
It's the way to go.
It's probably like True Blood, but for kids, right?
It's like the OC, but supernatural.
Supernatural, the show on CW.
No, supernatural, like the concept.
Does CW still have shows?
I think. Well,
I don't watch TV.
I was just like
Yeah.
thinking, like, dude, like, is there still full programming on network TV? You know, because like it used to be like on NBC, ABC, and CBS, they have shows on from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. and Fox would have shows on from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I wonder if that's still a thing for every channel.
Netflix killed that shit. There's no money in it anymore.
Netflix just launched a new show last night. John Mulaney has a live show at 10 p.m. on Wednesdays.
A live show.
Yeah, it's like a little talk show.
Oh, that's cool.
It was okay. So they're doing 12 episodes of it to see how it goes. But it looks like Netflix is trying to have its own live broadcasting. So they have wrestling on Mondays.
Taking over.
There's wrestling, and now there's this John Mulaney live show. So.
Who's John Mulaney? Is he a comedian? Or...
He used to be a writer on SNL, then he was a stand-up, and then he, I think he cheated on his wife with Olivia Munn and had a kid, and now he recently married Olivia Munn and had a second kid.
He's a standard issue white.
He is basically a non-Jewish Seinfeld. Like the way he delivers his jokes. You know, he's pretty good. Ladies like him.
Pretty standard issue white.
When he goes back and hosts SNL every now and then, he's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Do you guys see Bill Burr's drama in the last couple weeks?
I'm out of
He's
the
got
loop,
wrinkles by his ears.
No, Bill Burr just keeps ripping Elon because Elon like shadow banned him on Twitter, even though he hasn't tweeted in years.
Hmm.
'Cause he was
He's
talking
just
shit
trying to
about-
make himself relevant again.
Bill Burr is one of the most famous comedians, man. He's very relevant. Like, if in terms of like highest paid comedians, he's got to be top 5.
I didn't know he's that popular.
Bill Burr, yeah,
Yeah, he's a legend.
definitely one of my favorites. But like as he gets older, he gets less and less conservative, and people are starting to really hate him for that, which is
Yeah,
funny.
I just see a lot of hate towards Bill Burr.
Really?
Yeah.
because he makes fun of Elon, and people can't handle their idol being
Well,
attacked.
There's other things, but
Like
I
what?
don't really understand it all.
What else has he been attacked for?
He makes fun of
his
Trump.
wife,
Yeah. He has a black wife. That's enough to attack him
right?
for.
And
Yes.
then he's like making fun of white people, and
he makes fun of white women a lot.
Well,
He calls them out for being the most privileged people in
nigger.
society.
It's
Like,
fair.
Kind of are.
It's fair.
He's good. He's good. But okay, what else we got? Okay,
He's wearing
Dan-
a fake face, is what I saw too. That's why I said the wrinkles on his ears.
Oh, he called out Elon for having like a laminated skin and dyed hair plugs. But,
Dude, wait, before we move on. Okay, so you know how there's a thing where it's like black guys want to get with white girls? We need to like get to a spot where it's white guys wanting all the black girls.
That's Bill Burr.
And so like, well, I know, but more. Like we need to like
Why?
make this a thing. No, it's because it's fun. You know, it's like we're going towards beige race. So it's like that is a step that gets us to beige race. And honestly, I think like like standard issue black girls, I can't do it because
has interracial marriage even been legal for more than 50 years though? Like,
right.
I don't think it has, man.
They're too powerful. They're too sassy. You know what I mean? Like
What?
They're trying to tell me what to do, and I'm not about that. You know, they know what they want, and it's not me. I think that's where I stand with the black girls.
I think that's okay though. Do they have?
I know,
to,
but
they
for
don't
the
have to
future
want it.
though.
For the future.
But for the future,
for the
I
beige
think
future, you need them to like you.
not me particularly, but just like white guys going towards black girls and like having that be a thing. Like,
Yeah.
that's like something to conquer and to attain is like that the black girls don't. Not in that way. Like the black girls, like they don't want the white guys. So it's like a prize when the white guys get the black girls because they're like.
One of the most famous black women there is, Candace Owens, has a white husband.
Yeah, she's kind of white though.
Yeah,
isn't she?
you think it's because she's kind of a Nazi, Nazi white supremacist?
She's a little
Guys
bit
dig
white.
that, yeah.
Guys dig that.
Well, guys dig that kind of thing. Yeah.
Like she wears a bob. She doesn't wear cornrows. Like if you had a black girl,
Nobody's
like, with cornrows,
generally wearing cornrows outside of like elementary school.
I'm not sure how black girls are wearing their hair.
That's like a childhood thing. You know, that takes a lot. But okay, Dan, you were just at Joanne Fabrics.
Yeah.
What do you think
I
of
had
Joanne's?
diarrhea there.
Like, did you go? They have a bathroom at Joanne's you used?
I was diarrhea Daniel for a moment.
Oh, let's go.
No, it just stunk in there. I don't know what was going on. But I kept talking about diarrhea and looking at other people there, and no one like looked back to be like, "Yeah, it does stink." So I'm like, "This can't just be me."
You think it smells
What's
better
going
at Hobby Lobby?
One of them smells like potpourri way too much. I was hoping to get the potpourri thing in Joanne's, but it just smelled like diarrhea.
Yeah, I think it's Hobby.
So,
It's got the Pope.
Yeah.
What about Michael's?
It's just better there.
I think Michael's has too many coupons.
Can't remember all these. I went there when I was so little, like all these different places. I can't keep track. But
all three.
Joanne's is going out of business, so that's why
Yeah,
we're there
that's
getting
sad,
some
man.
good deals.
Hobby Lobby won.
Canvases for 25%. This says up to 50% off, and all the shit's picked over pretty much. I was hoping to get paint and shit, but
Like I go to
You
Michael's.
bought nothing.
my girl got some fabrics from Joanne's.
Okay.
Make some blankets or something.
Mm.
Yeah.
What kind of pattern? You got dolphins or?
I was trying to get the bear patterns or like camo or snakes. She wasn't about that.
I like all those. Those are three
I
good
know.
choices.
Snake
I almost went with
blankets.
the Eddie Bauer snake pattern, but I last minute.
Dang.
That shit's expensive though.
Is that real? They actually had Eddie Bauer, like the brand.
Yeah, yeah.
That's wow.
So I was just sitting there like, yes.
Dang.
But it's just expensive.
Remember in middle school, I got a SpongeBob pattern to make a pillow out of.
Yeah. I made a body pillow.
It wasn't a body pillow; it was just a regular pillow. But why did you make a body pillow?
I think because I was poor and we could never buy one, so I wanted a body pillow because I thought that was like what rich people had.
You're talking about 7th grade life skills class, right?
Yep, you make your own pillow. I made a body pillow.
That's sick.
Rich
I
people.
never heard
have body-
anyone making their own pillow.
Well, that was the life skill was sewing. We had to learn how to use a sewing machine.
Yeah, my like middle school one, it was like you get to prep chicken, so you get to cut all the fat off it, and we were like, wow.
What? They let you like cut chickens
Handle
open?
knives.
That's actually a
Well,
great
just
skill,
like
though.
trim the fat off a chicken breast. And
That is a really like valid skill.
Yeah, there's no cooking class in like most schools. I feel there should be more.
because the
cooking.
knives, right? I mean,
Yeah, you got
Kitchen scissors.
That's
That's what
the first thing they had said though is they're like, has anyone here watched or read any R.L. Stein?
No,
And then when the people that said yes, they're like, all right, you can't do this then.
that's
I'm sitting
Uh-oh.
that's not because if you
You
read
got
R.L.
stabbed and
Stein, you want
ingrained.
okay. That is the same exact logic as violent video games causing people to shoot people.
Well, gives you the idea of these things that you never otherwise have.
Yeah, those Call of Duty players, they do
But
all
it's
join
on
the
your own
military.
it's on your own mind to tell yourself what's right and what's wrong.
Isn't it weird how Call of Duty's
Damn, that
kind of just
reminds me.
a military recruitment tool?
I don't think it works out that well. But I mean, a lot of people in the military do play COD.
Yeah, man.
At least when I was playing it, I was finding a lot of military people on there. Because what else are you gonna do? You're sitting back. You gotta relax somehow.
I played WoW with a lot of people in like a station in the Middle East. They lagged quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, is that satellite internet? What kind of internet you get out in Afghanistan in
I don't-
2009?
I have no idea. They had it though. They were playing.
Damn, that's badass. Better internet than I got.
Where's
first-
your house at in Portland?
Near the end of
You're
it
in
is-
town or
yeah, not in town. Yeah,
Like I was just right out of town past the bus garage. You know, so it's like just outside. So our internet was just terrible.
we had a sweet house. It was on 7 acres. There was a pool, and my parents were getting divorced. And it was in 2008, and I think we were losing our house. Plus, my parents were getting divorced. So like the bank repossessed the house, and like we moved out. But I would still go out there and have like parties, and like there's something that happened there that we won't discuss on the pod. But while we weren't supposed, like my family wasn't living there, I still used the house as like a gathering area. That's about it. But yeah, we weren't supposed to be there anymore, and still we're kind of using the house as my house. And I have dreams about that house.
Trap house.
I'll be in the attic in my dream, and then because the driveway was a third of a mile long, so like
Wow.
there's not normally people coming down your driveway. I'll have dreams where I'll be in the attic and there'll be people coming down the driveway coming to take our house. Like that you're not supposed to be here anymore. And I'm like in the attic, like hiding, like, don't take our house. You're coming to take our
Jeez.
house. I just like
you have foreclosure dreams, man. That's awful. Our house got foreclosed on too back in 2009, but my mom bought another foreclosure at the same time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
Oh,
marital
fair.
problems that prevented any happy ending for our foreclosure.
Dan,
My parents were getting divorced while our house was getting foreclosed on. It's great. It's you know, that was my introduction to adulthood. Work at McDonald's, work at Sears, figure it out. No one's
Scrimp and
helping
si-
you.
Your own man. Dan, why did you just post this psycho?
Oh, because this was related, I think, to
there
what I mentioned.
A 3-year prison sentence?
Decision making. Well, I just thought this was sweet. I mean, I googled this guy. I gotta Google him again.
Yeah, he just posts pictures in his lab, like he's upset that he can't do like genetic experiments.
Yeah, he was talking about the pig organ implants, which we had discussed previously in that. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, produced genetically altered baby, sentenced him to 3 years in jail.
This guy's he's mad that he can't make genetically modified humans. Like that's what
First
this
Chinese
is the
edited
ethics.
babies. A
he's-
leap of faith in science.
Ethics is holding back
Baby
scientific.
gene editing.
It's awful, dude.
Maybe this is all fake though. And
It's
he's
not
actually
fake.
a good guy.
It's not fake.
What?
Who
I-
took this picture?
well,
Who took the
What's
picture?
wrong with CRISPR, dude?
I remember hearing about this guy in NPR because it's like CRISPR. It's like it's 0 steps away from what's it called when you just get rid of all the bad eugenics. It's eugenics. Like you just remove every bad thing out. It makes superhumans really. So
Yeah, I mean, you know he's the villain because he's using a red pen.
yeah,
And
you were saying.
in science, only black and blue pens are allowed.
Well, you think maybe it's just
for
a
FDA.
red Sharpie or
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty good bait though. He's trying to he's farming engagement. You can just see he knows it too well.
I saw something about that saying that like all the right wing people farming white supremacy content on Twitter are actually just Indian dudes.
Yeah, the Indian and the Chinese are the most on the internet.
So if
I saw a
they make
graph
like
on that, so
$15
that's how I know it's true.
off their bait hate posts, that's good for them.
Right.
It's causing people to hate each other.
Translates better.
But yeah,
Well,
it's weird.
it's all about how you interact with stuff and what you see. That's what I'm saying. This is just fake. This is the AI post.
It's
This
not.
guy's not real.
This guy is absolutely real.
CRISPR's fine.
I heard about this on NPR several years ago.
He's a good guy. He went to Stanford. Come on.
Yeah, he's just mad that he can't make superhuman babies.
Well, it's holding us back. Maybe if we didn't have as many regulations. Yeah.
This one just says, human will no longer be controlled by Darwin's evolution. He wants to evolve people.
Oh, I'll check out his interview. It's probably
The
good.
man who used gene editing on babies. He's not a...
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, you don't care about ethics. But the ethics are stopping him.
I like how it's like you might like verve there. Oh shit.
A bad part about gene editing will be the men will want to have the genes of a really large penis, but a really large penis doesn't work in like practical like situations. Women don't want an unusually large penis, so guys will be like, "Give me the big dick."
Only the experienced ones realize that probably.
Oh god.
Oh, women.
Because
men.
otherwise, yeah, the young women.
If you're carrying a
Big
foot long,
dick's
you're not
good,
going to have a
right?
lot of blood in your brain.
And then they find out or they learn maybe it isn't the best.
Yeah,
But who am I to say? I'm not a voice for women, so
I'll develop a meta and figure out what the right length is before you start losing your ability to think.
right. It's homogeneous species. So like the Greys, the aliens, how they've gotten to the point where it's all like the same sort of avatar. That's what
kind of the same thing, yeah.
John Kuhi is trying to put everyone into the same bucket. This is the optimal human. Your penis isn't too big, even though you want to have the pride of having a huge wang. It's there's a spot where it really works.
What's that spot, Bill?
Well, the depth of a vagina is only, I think it's like 6 inches on average. Women have shallow vaginas. I am aware of this for a reason, I guess.
Yeah, but
not my current woman, by the way.
They
She
shouldn't
has
be
normal
carrying baby
vagina.
arms around. Baby arms are too long. You're gonna hurt somebody. Now let's move on from that story. Okay. No, this is another important one. Did Jesus have a penis and did he use it?
Jesus was a man. He was not a eunuch. Had a penis.
Dan, what do you know about Mary Magdalene lore?
nothing.
They don't teach that at Catholic school, right? Like at all? Seriously,
Why would they bother?
No, I'm wondering if they do or not. Because like Jesus hung out
The
with
Immaculate
prostitutes.
Conception.
No, I'm talking about that. I'm talking about when he was an adult.
When he immaculately conceived, she did. Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
That's Mother Mary.
That's his mom. I'm talking about Mary Magdalene, his prostitute friend he hung out with.
Well, he's just teaching everyone that you can still hang out with prostitutes and they can be your friend and it's not weird or sexual.
Have you seen Dogma?
That's a
Dragon's
movie.
Dogma?
No, it's
No.
a Kevin Smith movie with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. It's about like the descendant of Jesus. That's a woman. And God's in
Blart?
it. No, Paul Blart, the mall cop. No, it's got
That's Kevin Smith.
No, that's Kevin
Fuck.
James.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Smith is Silent Bob from Jay and Silent Bob.
I've never seen any of those, but
Ever
I
seen
think
Clerks?
he wears a hat. Yeah.
Clerks, Mallrats.
He's got long hair, wears a hat.
But
I haven't seen any of those.
Alanis Morissette plays God in it.
Well, there's a period of time that's unwritten about Jesus and, you pee, you're using your penis. If you want to say use it in another way, he's human, right?
Is it Alan Rickman?
So,
Yes, it is. Alan Rickman was in this movie.
That's cool. I heard this was a good
Snape.
movie.
It
He's
was
an
a really good
angel.
movie. It's not available anywhere because they kind of don't take religion too seriously in it. But it's got Alanis Morissette as God. And this is her and This is Kevin
You know
Smith.
who they should have cast as that is the girl from Lost. We've talked about her.
This was like 10 years before that, man.
I know, but she
She's
looks
been
like
everything.
she should have been the girl from Lost.
The girl from Lost kind of lost all her acting roles because she was an anti-vaxxer.
Evangeline Lilly.
Yeah.
Turns out she was right, though. So
Yeah, we might need to pull up
give
a
them
pic
back.
of her.
Give her the roles.
There's been a few. What's her name? The one from the Mandalorian show also lost her job on there.
Oh yes, the big woman.
But she was like bad at acting anyway, and a kind of a horrible character, so I wasn't too upset.
What did
about
she
that.
do? Say something about the V's vaccine?
She made some posts about it. She's right.
Yeah, we
Oh.
can't talk too much about this, or else we'll
Right.
get flagged.
You're-
Hi YouTube.
Hi,
Hi
YouTube.
YouTube. I know you're listening to us. That's
man.
cool. It's your computer programs. that
YouTube's
listen and
holding us
automatically
back.
flag us.
All right, let's move on to this prison story.
We should just be on Spotify and not YouTube. But this prison story is related to conditioning inmates and treating them for re-release by putting them in VR. So they get screen time. Now, if you put a screen in front of anyone, they're probably going to watch it. And it's really a lot more receptive to the inmates because what else are you doing, you know? You can interaction farm different content in prison. That's a lot better than thinking about prison. So I just wonder what the program really does, or
It's a 7-day
what-
intensive VR program where they
so
experience
made it
scenes from
just
daily
for
life.
them.
It's
So, you know, I think I need to get a VR, and I need to get it. They should
That's what I'm thinking.
put this out to the public, because maybe I should be in prison, and by watching this, it'll help me become a better person.
We need
and,
Obama VR,
rehab.
the Obama phones. Obama should be giving everyone VR headsets.
Obama VR, right?
For
with
in
programs.
case you're a potential prisoner in the future, watch this.
I mean, to me, this makes sense because it's kind of like reacclimating people to regular life that have been in prison for a long time.
Makes sense.
I'm
to
so
me, too.
fascinated what it shows. I mean,
They said that they just went to Thailand.
The people go to Thailand in
Wait,
the
what?
VR.
Did I misread
Prison
this?
people?
Yeah, they
You go to
they went to see
Thailand and you
Thailand for the
find
first
God.
time. You're like walking around the streets of a regular city. It's like
doesn't-
it's showing you how to like be outside in normal human life again.
In Thailand, though.
Well, I mean, I guess that's just where they picked. Should it be New York? Like, what should it be?
Yeah, I mean, he's showing a black guy sitting in a cell in prison.
Oh my God, this is what it looks like. They're just in these little cells.
oh, they're doing penis checks while they're in their VR.
Oh, your butthole okay, sir?
Yeah, working through a lot of pain in virtual reality. I don't know. Some people need rehab.
No, I see where this is valid. Like, you could show situations where like a kid is getting hurt or something, and then like you're like, oh, that's bad. Like, it's like, you know, sort of having emotional responses to situations in life. I don't know if that they show that type of thing, but like you can have a more visceral response to situations that happen. Like, you're out in the street and your homie gets gunned down, and it's like, oh man, that actually is really bad. Like, I really shouldn't be about this. And you know what I mean? Like,
It says right here that the places that did this had a 96% reduction in infractions from the incarcerate participants.
that's amazing.
And
That's amazing.
They're able to close down some solitary confinement.
I can see how this really works. When I think about movies, there's a lot of instances in movies that really evoke emotion, like the way they like film it and build all the scenes up makes you want to cry sometimes. So maybe they're doing that kind of thing
Hey.
in this.
A movie's not good if it can't make you cry, really. So
But it's just I just think it's so weird though that it doesn't even have to be that sad of a scene, but sometimes the way they set it up is just like, why am I getting this way, man?
I mean, an ideal good movie makes you feel all your emotions throughout the movie. You know, that's what makes it a good movie.
Well, more movies need to make me feel anger and rage, like
You didn't
Night
feel
Bitch did.
Yeah, you didn't feel anger and rage watching that Shia LaBeouf movie because that was terrible.
No, I did. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, I got an email that said Interstellar's leaving Netflix soon, so I was rewatching that again. And
Oh yeah,
nice.
there hasn't been a good movie in like 5 years, you know?
Yeah, him screaming at a bookshelf was really top tier movie.
But
That was Interstellar.
At the end when they're in like the
Dust
fourth
coming
dimension.
out of a bookshelf and he's screaming at him, making
He's-
crazy faces, getting warped into space. Dude.
He's trying
It's
to
a great
communicate with
movie.
his daughter in the past, man. While he thinks
We're
he's-
entering the 5D, dude.
it's
in the
got a crazy,
bookshelf
it's got a crazy
forever.
ending, but it's still, I thought it was pretty cool
It made me not want to have bookshelves ever.
because
Because you could just get trapped in there.
because
separated from your
5-dimensional
family.
beings might use them to communicate Morse code
Right.
to you.
And he thought the alien was touching the girl, but it was him. So he's holy shit.
I think they sow the seed, or they foreshadow that they're the aliens very early on, when they
Yeah.
when they don't know who created the wormhole.
But the aliens are actually just manipulating them into doing these things.
There's no aliens.
Right.
They are the aliens.
Right.
So you know how aliens like they're manufactured? Like you don't have love that produces part of the alien race.
What
It's
are you
just
talking about?
They're
What are
they're
you
all
ta-
manufactured.
In what story?
All of them.
Just in-
like
Yeah.
aliens don't have the
You
love
have
connection.
not watched any Stargate, have you? Because there's plenty of aliens in that show that are like normal and socialized and have love.
Yeah, but that's like a humanized version of what aliens are. Like we're talking about beige race,
Talking about-
Hyung-Chi who is trying to, make us all the same person.
You're talking about this guy.
I don't know about
Have you seen this movie?
No, of course not.
You didn't. I saw this in theaters, dude. It's Seth Rogen as this alien named Paul.
That sounds cool.
It's
I
on,
like that.
It's on YouTube for free, actually. So
Oh, nice.
it wasn't that bad. But
I was gonna say also, like the people in prison, I think the majority of them. It's not that they're bad people. It's they got caught in a situation or like their life circumstance led them to a situation where they committed a crime, and it's like trying to help them through their life situation that they were neglected or they didn't have good examples and stuff. And it's like with the VR, it's like this is what life could be for you. Like this is what life doesn't have to be that hard and stuff, and trying to help people see a different side of things. You know how people always say like you can't get out of the hood, like I'm stuck in the hood, and they like join the gangs because there's no way out. It's like showing people there is a different reality. And to be honest, it starts with McDonald's, and I
they
can
need,
attest
they
to
need
that.
to just go through a McDonald's drive-through.
No, you
VR.
work at McDonald's.
Okay,
you
okay.
work at McDonald's. And you start from the bottom, man. That's how this shit works.
Is that running the fry machine?
Amen. You
Crispy
start
fries and chicken nugs will save humanity.
because you aren't good enough to do the drive-through until you've done fries. You start on fries.
Good enough.
That's how.
Yeah.
That's how it works. That's how life works.
They only let
I started on
Barb
fries.
handle it.
My whole career, and I will just say, I got a raise today, and it was the annual raise. The
Very
base
nice.
raise for people was 2.5%. I got 6%.
Nice.
Dude, I came from McDonald's fries. I speak the truth about McDonald's fries.
If you hadn't worked
And-
at McDonald's, you wouldn't have this job, is what you're saying.
I couldn't see it any other way. It
You don't
could have
think
been
You don't
Arby's,
think it was
but
Sears that helped you get the job?
Could have been Arby's.
Could have been Burger King. Could have been that Wendy's.
I think that you have to be humble and not think that you are better than McDonald's, because I think a lot of people think they are, and they would rather not have a job and go do some stupid shit than work at McDonald's. And McDonald's pays decent these days. Go and work at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Like I will never be above McDonald's. If I need a job, I will go work at McDonald's. And you know what? I'll be a store manager in a couple years. And that's anyone can have that.
Should
You
get
go
a-
take that.
get a
You
couple
want to be a store
franchises
manager?
going.
You make 60K, 70K being a store manager?
Dude, I want to go in there. I want to make the current store manager get fired so then I can take their job, be the next store manager, the better one,
Right.
turn everyone against them so they agree it was good that they got fired and that I got hired.
You want to manipulate
Own
the
the
McDonald's
McDonald's.
workforce.
Right.
Okay.
Create my own empire.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I saw coming out soon is a re-release of Oblivion. You guys ever play Elder Scrolls 4?
Ooh, I tried playing Oblivion more recently. It's a very no. I tried playing. Yeah, I'm thinking about Morrowind. Yeah, Oblivion's really good.
Never played Oblivion.
Morrowind's a lot different though.
So I'm actually looking forward to this. So it's gonna be the first time playing it. They're remaking
Yeah.
it in Unreal Engine 5.
Well, this is the first of many remakes. Like just like in Skyrim, he's got to release it. Todd's got to release it like 15 times. You're really capitalizing all the profits.
I played Skyrim enough times. Skyrim's like almost 14 years old now. God.
Yeah, but the mods, dude, you can talk to the crabs.
I
now.
played through it twice with
kinda
mods,
nice.
man. I don't want to talk to the crabs.
You can, yeah, you can do a lot of different things.
You can shoot arrows into the chickens. Okay. But Elder Scrolls 4, where does it take place? Where is Oblivion?
No clue.
You know, I don't play games for the story. I don't know if you
That's
know this.
crazy.
I don't play games for the story. I can't remember all that stuff. It's not important. It's all about the feels and the experience.
Well, I mean,
Which,
the feels of the
you know.
experience are enhanced by knowing what's going on.
Like the quests. Skip. First answer, whatever, you know, switch
why
it up, maybe the next one down.
Did you play WoW?
Skip.
Like, you played WoW without knowing any of the lore?
You don't need to know the lore to play the game. You don't need to know the lore to be a frost mage and spam Frostbolt.
Bill, did you need to know the relationship between Jim Raynor and Sarah Kerrigan to get through StarCraft?
I hardly know who that is. I don't know who that is.
Every single unit in Warcraft and StarCraft has a hero version of the unit.
The Queen of Blades. That's Zerg.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There was no non-hero unit version of Kerrigan, right? Because like Jim Raynor's the hero unit version of a Marine.
I'm with Dan on this. I'm not a story person for games. It's a bit like lyrics versus music, people.
Exactly.
And see, Dan, you're a music person, right?
Yeah.
There might be a correlation here because B is about the games, he's about the lyrics. You know,
Makes no sense.
we're about the game mechanics and winning.
This is why you like League of
and
Legends,
playing.
because there's no lore that actually matters at all whatsoever.
It's all
tried
about
to make
winning.
a bunch of lore, right?
And talking shit to noobs.
Yeah, dude, he just told me that my honor level's gonna get demoted from 5 to 4 if I don't, act better.
Oh,
What's your honor level at?
I have no clue.
Then
I get chat
a 3.
banned
You've
at least a few
never been chat banned, dude.
a few times a year, probably.
For what?
Well, the one that I was using today was so the guys that I liked, I would call them kings, and then the guy that I didn't like, I would call him. That's okay for a queen. You know, I would call him say that because I said, where are my greater than 5'8" kings at? And then he said the guy that I didn't like said, I'm greater than 5'8", and I said, that's good enough for a tall queen, I guess.
Okay, that's all it takes.
Throwing zingers at him.
I accidentally
Teammate.
self-muted once just by calling myself a bitch. So you can't even say
Yeah,
that.
you can't say swears or they'll get you.
But it kind of leads you to being really creative with insults.
That's where I'm at with kings and queens.
Come on, you're just calling them short kings or whatever. Or
No, I called him a
kings.
queen. I said you're a tall
saying,
queen.
You're saying that he's under 5'8", so he's a woman.
No, I said that's weird for a tall queen. I didn't quite get to mature this yet, but
Because you've been chat banned.
yeah, I'm still working on my crap
Okay.
talk here.
Do you guys want to talk about these job cuts?
Huh?
You guys
I need to go to my local office. That's right.
Bill was saying he's actually against being able to
Yes.
send letters to people, which is insane in my opinion. But if you
Well, at this time and age,
Right.
Save the trees, man? Save the trees, right?
Yeah, last week we talked about Denmark. I think it was Denmark that they were going to get rid of their postal service, and this makes sense to me because if you need to get in touch with somebody, call them on the phone.
It's not about getting in touch. It's about sentimentality and like memories. You get a nice letter in the mail from your grandma, you get to keep it forever. You get an email from your grandma, you don't care.
Grandmas don't send emails, by the way.
But they will when there's no more post.
Oh, yeah. Send it through. Like, I'm sort of for dialing down the whole postal service thing. Most of it's spam anyway. On the day to day, their whole job is to deliver spam.
Right.
But
The chance
the
that
job
you
of
get a
deliver
letter from your
spam
grandma
is only a thing because we expect them to make a profit.
Well, I think like the political stuff that year that really ramps up their profits then because I got a lot of political party spam.
But this story is about
Even though I've
Doge.
never voted.
Doge is eliminating 10,000 jobs.
That's good. That's all right.
So Postmaster General Louis DeJoy told Congress in a letter Thursday that the USPS aims to eliminate 10,000 jobs
I thought he was resigning. That hasn't happened yet?
and using a voluntary early retirement program over the next 30 days to reduce costs.
I wonder how much people have lost in their 401ks over the last month, but they still want to
There's
retire.
no loss. All
It's
the money's
paper.
still there. It's not a loss.
Yeah, it's on paper.
What? I mean,
It can't be a loss if it's not.
You start getting your
You didn't
disbursements.
take it out yet.
Yeah, well, you're going to start taking your disbursements if you retire.
In 30 years,
Yeah, but right now it's not a loss.
people shouldn't be
can't
fully
actually lose
invested
anything.
in the stock market. If they're nearing retirement age, they're being negligent with their own money if they're fully invested in the stock market.
Too
They should
risk,
be
yeah.
way more heavily in bonds
CDs.
to where if we see volatility in the market, they're not overly affected with their retirement funds.
You're saying people got to customize their 401ks, which I agree with, but now do people do that?
Not my problem. Most people are probably in target funds where it's like
The Vanguards.
Yeah, the target funds, but there's a large expense ratio with those where they charge you larger fees. It's not horrible, but I wouldn't be in a target fund because of that.
What do you recommend, Bill?
Me personally, so I'm 33. I am in probably about 90% the S&P and then or maybe more, 95% the S&P. No.
See,
I'm
but
about 90.
the S&P 500 is what's down right now so much.
And then the
Yeah,
rest
but that
of
doesn't matter.
McDonald's stock.
It doesn't.
We can't
matter.
expect it to always go up. I'm buying things at a discount currently. In 30 years, when I retire, it will be much more than it is now. We're in an inflationary environment where I don't see us being at a point where this is just going to crash and we're going to always be down and I'm going to have no money.
Oh, it always goes back
It's-
up when there's a Democrat in charge.
I don't
That's just-
subscribe to any of those beliefs,
Let's
but
ask Rock. ask your ChatGPT if the stock market is better under Republicans or Democrats. See what it says.
I don't care which if it's Democrats or Republicans. I'm just saying long term, it goes up. So being worried about it right now makes no difference. If you're allocated poorly and you're about to retire, that is your fault for not managing your money properly. My money is allocated differently than my lady's money because she is quite a bit, older than I am, and we don't have the same exposure to stocks because of her age.
And
Alright, yeah.
AI controls most of the stock anyways, guys. So
Yeah,
I
but
mean, if
why is there not regulation against like that sort of thing, right? Auto trades. I feel like there should be, right? Like how do you compete with
Well-
like auto trading? Are you meant to not be able to compete?
It's
Yeah,
just like as if you hired someone to watch it nonstop and do the same thing as AI anyways. Maybe that's how they try to justify it.
I mean, it all comes down to wealth inequality. The people that own the largest amounts of wealth drive the market changes. So people that have 401ks do not drive market change. It's all driven
Yeah,
from
they're just on the boat.
yeah, it's all driven from news and people that have a lot of money.
True. Okay. What else we got here? Girl Scout cookies. Is this real?
I don't know. I like this one though.
The Girl Scouts should make their own cookies. Why are they selling pre-made bullshit?
You're saying
dude?
child
Like,
labor?
They profit. They get badges or some shit. They get promotions.
Yeah,
in Girl
I mean,
Scout.
they get told to do it through their parents. Their parents are making them sell the cookies anyways. Take it a step further and actually make the cookies because then people would actually feel better about buying them anyways. I mean,
That's the thing. They call them brownies. You ever hear about that? they call the Girl Scouts brownies. Why don't they call them cookies? They sell cookies. They don't sell brownies.
No, because cookie has like
Isn't
another
brownie
meaning to it.
Isn't brownie kind of like a Cub Scout, like a lower level Girl Scout?
Yeah, but why aren't they cookies? Why are they brownies? They sell cookies, but they call them brownies.
Why are
DEI.
they Cubs? DEI.
Cubs, Cub Scout, yeah. Eagle Scout, and then it's like Weeblo.
Weeblo, yeah.
What the fuck is that?
What's a
Anyways, I've
Weeblo?
never-
That's a Boy Scout level. That's a
Weeblo.
rank.
Above
Yeah,
like
what
Eagle?
does
eighth
that
grade.
mean though?
There's a rank above Eagle Scout?
No, it's Weeblo.
Is there
Weeblo.
a type of bird?
That's
Type
under
in
Eagle.
Weeblo, dude.
Way under Eagle. Eagle's the best you can get.
I never did Boy Scouts, so I have no idea.
Do Boy Scout Weeblo.
What the fuck is a tenderfoot?
That doesn't
Oh,
exist.
Scout, tenderfoot, second class, first
Weeblo
class,
was
star,
a
life,
lie.
eagle.
AI doesn't
Yeah,
even know.
where are you
about-
seeing Weeblo?
What
All
the
right, pull
fuck?
up Weeblo. Boy Scout Weeblo.
Oh my gosh,
It's 4th and 5th grade Cub Scouts.
it does exist.
There we go.
That's just for 2 years of like you're like 16 when you become an Eagle Scout.
If you become,
I think it's
one.
like 18.
You just know how to tie a bunch of knots and start.
They
fires.
made me camp out in the
You've done
winter,
this.
and I almost froze to death. It was
Did
very
you,
cool.
Did you get a badge for almost freezing to death?
I quit because it got. I was just doing too much other stuff, and I didn't want to freeze to death again or feel like I was going to die
Damn.
frostbite.
What rank did you get
No,
to?
it just. I don't know. I can't remember.
My
Dude,
brother's
how-
an Eagle Scout.
I can't remember like any of that shit. It was just like too much effort, and I wanted to do other cool sports and stuff.
Arrow
So the
of
timing
light.
of that was just.
Arrow of light. Who came
Yeah,
up with these
it's a big
names?
commitment to get all the way through to the end. You gotta.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of time.
It like ramps up a lot more when you're, the younger you are, the easier it is to just, scrimp by. But then, Eagle's an investment. I was
And
too
they-
busy shooting hoops.
How much does it cost to become an Eagle Scout?
I don't know.
No clue.
It's like I felt like this wasn't a poor kid thing. You had to have some money to do scouting.
Well, your parents got to drive you to the thing, or I don't lessons in sports, dude. Probably.
They tried to get rid of Boys and Girl Scouts and just make it what Scouts.
It's just
And
called it's just called Scouting of America now. Well, it's different
Fuck
things.
that,
It's
dude.
different though.
Boys
Then
and
why
girls
they're
are
Girl
different.
Scouts, dude? Come
because
on.
the Girl Scouts learn different stuff and they do different things. The Boy Scouts are about the outdoor stuff.
Boys and girls are different. They have different scouting.
Well, I'm sure
Girls-
there's still Boy Scouts groups that don't allow girls in there. You can go to your private school version of Boy Scouts.
Mm,
And that's how it should be. You shouldn't have girls in Boy Scouts.
What if the girl wants to learn how to tie knots?
YouTube. You don't need Boy
Yeah.
Scouts to do that.
So you're saying don't do scouting at all. Learn it on YouTube.
I
well, it
mean,
makes
Girl
them
Scouts.
into a tomboy, and then they're learning some different things, maybe influenced a different way.
Oh, okay. Okay, damn.
Keep them
Go
separate.
to a farm and have some old guy teach you some stuff. He'll teach you better than the Scouts will anyway. But Boy Scouts, it's a fraternity. You get out there, and you realize that you're getting boners
Yeah,
you know what I-
man,
you-
shit.
together.
Did you guys just
And you're-
you see that China just announced they're no longer buying beef from the U.S. at all?
No?
Beef.
Yeah, that's got to be a big deal, right?
Why would we give China our beef?
You don't think anybody's exporting meat to China?
It's just domestic beef.
They
Send our
got that
beef to
one guy that's
Mexico.
like genetically modifying beef. They'll figure it out.
$3 billion worth of beef. Feel bad for the beef farmers. Losing all their sales to China.
Well, I mean, you sell American product to China, you're kind of.
You should. We don't want exports now, Dan.
Oh, we don't have any
We don't want to.
Chinese viewers, dude. That's all I'm saying.
We don't want to export goods. That's bad. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's interesting. But I don't know. The $3 billion worth of beef not going to China anymore. What are those guys going to
Doesn't
do?
matter how you make the money, as long as you're making money, dude.
Just gotta buy more steaks, Bill. Gotta make up for the difference. Just buy more American steaks.
Well, that's a good point because if we're not selling it to China, the price will go down because there's more supply. So cheaper steaks.
well,
all
China's
for
buying
that.
it. China's buying it from Brazil now, I believe.
I don't care where China buys it. Our steaks are going to go down because domestic steaks are cheaper because they're not selling it to China.
Yeah, but
Right?
Or do they give
if
them the
domestic
money to
steaks
have all
are
the
cheaper,
infrastructure to support the beef?
how do the beef farmers stay in business?
I mean, they're selling stuff to China.
No, they can't anymore. The contracts have been broken.
Well, they were, and there's a transport cost all the way across. I mean, I don't know the answer to this. China's buying beef so cheap that they'd rather sell it to China than America.
I don't think it's like a mutually exclusive thing. They're like probably doing both. Right?
I don't know. I think this is propaganda.
Yeah, this is psyop, dude. Come on.
This is
It's a psyop.
You got beef, Chinese beef psyops, dude. Look, it's on Reddit. That's how you know, bro.
What do you mean? What where does it need to be for it to be real to you?
Not on Reddit.
China suspends beef imports from 7 firms in top supplier countries.
Big beef, dude. You take it up with good old Mac Don. He'll know. He'll tell you.
China imported 2.87 million metric tons of beef last year.
From everywhere? Because it looks like this is not only affecting the U.S.
Well, who is this
They
affecting?
talked about Uruguay there, Argentina. They talked about a bunch of South American countries.
Beijing is imposing tariffs on Monday on many farm products from the United States, for which China is the largest overseas market. Damn. 50% levy on chicken, soybeans, pork, beef, and fruit.
So it doesn't mean that they won't sell anything to China. It just means that the prices will go up in China.
It means no, that China's buying from other countries now. It's that BRICS crap. The Brazil, Russia, India, China.
I mean,
What's the
that's
S?
fair. If there's not a market for beef at the right price, then they will have to scale down their
Bill,
the amount of beef that they
you're
sell.
rationalizing like thousands of American farmers losing their business into being good.
I'm not saying that it's good. I'm just saying that's what's going to happen. Is that you can't sell it. That means that there's less supply, less demand for your product, prices or whatever it is, and so you either sell it at a cheaper price to other people or domestically, or you have to scale down production because nobody wants your product at the price that you're trying to sell it at. That's not good or bad.
I feel bad for the farmers that are no longer going to be able to, stay in business because they have no one to sell to. Of
I mean, do you feel bad for the Uyghurs in China?
course.
Do you feel bad for the people in Gaza?
I feel bad for everybody. What do you mean?
Do you feel bad
Should I
for
not?
the people in Israel?
You don't
Uh,
feel bad for the homeless.
Most of them.
In
Do you
America.
feel bad for the Russians who can't take that back the Russian
Bill,
land in Ukraine?
which of these groups that you've listed so far do you not feel bad for?
I don't care about any of them, to be honest. It's all like
Damn.
it's all like a thought in your head, as if they exist or not. It's not real until it's like actually real in your life. None of it is actually real. My
You can
beef,
trick yourself into thinking you have an impact or any kind of interaction with them, but all the things you can control are just yourself and
You're
your
saying that people that don't live
environment and your
in your immediate
family.
environment don't exist.
they just don't matter.
not in a
to
meaningful
me.
way.
I mean, I guess you're
Really.
just saying you're compartmentalizing. I mean, whatever.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just,
they exist.
It's not that they don't exist. It's just that their suffering isn't like something that I can control or isn't like.
Yeah.
There's
It's
nothing
not worth getting your jimmies rustled over.
like. So you guys were selling to China for years and years, and now you can't, and you got to like sell less to China. I don't care. I have my stupid IT job. That's what I care about, and like that my house doesn't burn down. I don't care about your billions of dollars in animals that you're abusing to sell to China so that they have hooves to eat.
Damn, dude. Would you feel the same way if Wisconsin couldn't sell cheese or something and you wouldn't have your Culvers anymore?
I mean, I'm not sure why Wisconsin couldn't sell cheese because that's what they do. But
Well, how much cheese does Wisconsin sell to Canada?
I mean, I don't know.
We need to stop that right away. Yeah, that's the next on the list.
No more selling cheese to Canada.
But it's
Yeah.
like for now, I can buy cheese from the store. At some point where I can't buy cheese from the store, well, there's no cheese at the store, so I don't buy cheese. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about all this shit it makes no difference. If I can eat and I can live, it doesn't really matter what I eat. I almost ate nothing today.
What about your avocado toast? What?
I'll tell you what. Don't
Th-
store
th-
avocados in the fridge because
Yeah,
they.
you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, you try. I thought that they
A
would
little
last, but
rotten.
you pull them out and yeah, they're rotten.
Are they like super soft and brown?
It just
They're
doesn't
corrupted
work.
to the core.
You try to have them last longer, and it doesn't work by putting them in the fridge.
That's yeah. When did you just start doing this? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, a couple packs where I put them in the fridge and I'd pull 2 out and let them go, and then by the last couple, it's like, oh, they're done, even though they're in the fridge and they're hard. It doesn't actually like preserve them.
You gotta
I'm
start-
learning
start
slowly.
buying 2 avocados a day instead of 5 a week or whatever you're doing.
Yeah, I buy the pack.
You get them at Tom's?
Avocado back.
Where do you get your avocados, Bill?
Usually Costco.
Where's there a Costco at? Lansing or
Yeah, East Lansing. Yeah,
East Lansing? That's kind of far.
it is, and that's what I do to drive to Costco.
You-
I had the hot
It's worth
dogs
it.
last night. It's worth
Costco
it.
hot
Plural. Oh yeah.
That'd be- Damn, dude. The Meyer and Walmart avocados just not doing it.
You
Oh,
can't
that
get
would
them in a
work.
big ass pack. It's
Okay.
all about the Costco pack. You get everything in bulk. It's better.
How much is the membership though? You guys both have it then?
I buy the pro membership because we spend enough money where the cash back is they give us like gift receipts. So I got a $230 gift card
That
to
covers it
Costco
alone.
because
then.
of yeah. So I track it because if we ever slip below, I'm gonna decrease my membership so that it's
Does Costco not offer like free shipping?
Oh, they do.
Like with Sam's Club, you can just order anything and they'll ship it if it's like $50 or more, including.
I ordered something from
Groceries.
Costco and it was free ship. I don't know about Grosh though.
You could be doing a
Haven't
weekly shipping order. Actually, no, I don't think they drive it to you because
Yeah, but then you don't get to pick your own dudes.
yeah, they gave you the
you
worst
know.
possible avocados.
Mm.
Yeah,
And it's the experience, the samples, dude.
Bill,
I love Costco.
Bill, are you a LaCroix boy?
I've been doing Waterloos.
Those are the cans.
Same thing.
Yeah, can just
Waterloo
like
is not carbonated, right?
No, it is. Yeah,
The sparkly.
What flavor?
I like it. I like sparkling water quite a bit. I wonder about when it says natural flavors, what that really means. Because sometimes I feel like maybe I'm getting dehydrated when I drink the Waterloos, even though it's water. Because there's like these natural chemicals in it.
Is there a bunch of salt?
No salt. It's 0 calories. It's like nothing. It's water and natural flavors. But what is natural flavors? You know what I mean?
Extract.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like why can't they just list it out? Why do they got to be so secretive? It's that small of an amount they can't list it out, or they can get away with not listing it. What is that?
Ain't no sweetener in there. It's flavored. Okay, what is?
It's
the
not
flavor?
sweet at all.
It's flavor.
Which one you getting?
I get the packs. I get all kinds.
I heard the natural flavors aren't really natural. They start natural, but can be modified with artificial flavors.
It's some retard on Reddit, dude. This isn't like
Yeah.
credible.
This is a psyop going on
Hey,
Reddit
it's
again.
just as credible as Joe Rogan. Okay. No, but what do they use? It's okay. This is the Waterloo site, so this is definitely not credible.
They're gonna hide it there.
Flavors and ingredients.
Right.
What are the
is
natural non-GMO product verified natural? What does that even mean?
These extract
Extract.
oils or essences extracted from vegan sources. I mean, this sounds good, right?
That still doesn't say what they are.
But are they kosher?
We prepare the extracts from the named fruits and ingredients for each water. Okay, but what are they?
It says nothing here.
Yeah,
This
it-
says nothing.
It doesn't.
They're dodging what the natural flavors are.
It's purified water. Purified water that's worse than spring water. That might be why you're feeling dehydrated with drinking it.
It's got nothing in it, right?
Yeah, spring water is more hydrating than
No
purified.
minerals.
What is
No
Givaudan?
electrolytes.
What is Givot? Plain essential oils do not dissolve in carbonated water, so they're not essential oils. Different carbonation level than other seltzers. Is it more or less carbonated?
It's pretty carbonated. Sometimes if I drink it laying down, and then I get up, it'll 30 minutes later there'll be a huge burp because it's just in me.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't like them. I don't like them.
Waterloos or
sparkling
LaCroix?
water.
Sparkling waters.
Oh, you just gotta get the flavorless ones.
I'm trying out this 9 pH water right now, and it doesn't taste that different from regular water.
Yeah.
Is it gonna fuck up my
Alkaline.
pH levels?
No.
Alkaline water.
I don't know the benefit of this.
Well, there's acidity and then there's alkalinity, and in general, you want to eat things that are alkaline.
Which is above 7.
Right. But some acidic things like lemons, they turn alkaline in your body. So lemons are acidic
Like
outside of
oranges.
the body, but when you eat them, it becomes alkaline inside your body.
I think all the water like that is just a scam. Your body's just gonna regulate your pH to what it should be.
No, they pitch it as being more hydrating.
Well, yeah, they want you to buy it.
Yeah, I just wanted the bottle because it's huge.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew probably has vitamins in it,
No, it doesn't.
Right.
Vitamin A, vitamin C. Let's see if there's vitamin C in Mountain Dew.
There's no way, man.
That's how you avoid scurvy. Just drink the dew.
That's true. Calcium,
There's a little bit of calcium, 5% of your daily value.
iron.
It's good for you.
It says 0 mg iron. Okay, Not
1%.
that's not even
Yeah.
1 milligram.
Well,
So they're
you
rounding
gotta
it down.
drink more than just one. Lidge. I mean,
61 grams.
Dew.
61 grams of sugar per 16 ounces is
I'm
insane.
thinking it's a health food. Some calories is better than no calories.
How much sugar are you supposed to have per day?
This is outdated because they actually made a law where you're supposed to show the percent of your daily value in sugar on these labels. That's also outdated.
I mean,
Look up the actual can.
Go to the source.
what do we got?
Daily
here?
value.
Sugar's.
Oh, it still doesn't show. How
It's-
old is this?
It says 31 G's is 10%. That means you're supposed to have 300 grams of sugar a day.
No, well, no, oh, shit. No,
Yeah,
that's
it's
definitely not
it's
true.
It's saying you're supposed to have 300 grams. Well, that seems like
you
a
should
lot.
not have 300 grams of sugar a day.
Okay, this one says 58% at 29 G's. So, do the
60
math.
grams of sugar.
We're going
Okay.
down the Mountain Dew sugar rabbit hole here.
But you're supposed to
Sounds like
have
a lot.
okay. No, you're supposed to have 300 grams of carbs per day.
Okay.
But 29 grams is 58% of what? Anybody?
We're probably talking 50 grams of sugar. I'm guessing 53.
Yeah, 50-50 makes sense. But yeah, that's
53.
reasonable. Reasonable. Yeah. You guys got any plans for the weekend? It's gonna be nice. First
Oh.
nice weekend. First nice day.
All storms.
Is it gonna be storming? What are you talking about?
A wave of shit coming through is what I was told.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, warm.
Gonna probably turn the AC on tomorrow for the first time.
No
Damn,
shit.
dude.
It's gonna be-
Already?
it's gonna be
Windows.
75.
Window it up.
I don't want it to be 75 all night. My house holds heat way too well.
Dang.
Like even today, it was staying above 72 when it was only like 58 degrees out. So, I mean, it's not a
No
bad
plans.
thing.
No plans. Just getting ready for this move in a couple weeks. Packing it up.
Big move.
Ramping it up.
You guys
Yeah.
doing a U-Haul? What are you doing?
Yeah, I think that would be the way to go. I can always grab a trailer, but I'd rather not deal with strapping it all down, and it's not a high-walled trailer, so
You have a lot
it's
of
easier
stuff.
just to U-Haul it and decent amount. Decent amount.
An apartment moving. That's
Yeah.
normal. Apartment to apartment. Can't have too
Yeah,
much stuff.
until we get a better gig going, but
How many?
I'll
You
be in
got,
that area where I want to be, so it'll be easier to find and
they
scout
get
it. and-
your cat acclimated. Dude, there's this neighborhood cat that just is too friendly right now. Like, what do you do?
Mm.
It didn't have a
It's your
collar, and
cat.
I saw it today. It had a collar, so it's somebody else's cat.
Oh shit!
Mm.
But it's a little boy orange cat.
Let it in. Don't let it out.
I'm not letting it in. it's
Take their cat.
you don't steal people's cats, man.
Don't let your cat outside.
It's
The
not
cat wants to
stealing;
come
it's
in.
borrowing.
It's borrowing. I don't know if this cat's fixed or anything. So.
What if someone else that's not even its owner put a collar on it to claim it as their own?
Mm. That's
So in
lengthy.
some way, you're like correcting their wrongdoing by making it your own.
I guess so. You're saying it's heroic. All right.
Yeah. Do the
Now,
right thing.
This has been episode 46 of the Drag and Drop podcast. Are we at a year yet? We're about to hit a year, I think. When did we start
No.
this?
Well, yeah, we missed some weeks. Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a year.
I think we're almost at a year. What
When was
was
our
the
first
Oh
episode?
my god.
first episode was March 29th.
Holy.
Oh, next episode or
Two
more
episodes from now.
episodes will be
Whole
a year.
year.
Wow, that's awesome.
Well, the time we skipped though, I don't know. It's once we hit 52, then it's for real, maybe.
Mm.
We've only skipped
True.
a couple. That means we've only skipped like what, 5 weeks?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's not too bad. Not too bad at all.
This is the best podcast on the web. If you got a Patreon, $10,000 a month.
We do. I do have a Patreon. We do not have anybody on there. We get a lot of emails though. A lot of emails. Just people.
Do we?
If you
We
check,
get emails?
they're not relevant to anything, but we get a lot of them.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah. I haven't checked the email in probably like 10 months.
So it's
Check it
just
out.
like bots or
This is people trying to scam us.
They're like, "Oh, let me do your editing. Do you want
Yeah,
shorts?
yeah.
I'll do your
Yes,
viral shorts."
It is stuff like that.
That's pretty sick.
We'll see you guys next week. Have a good Ides of March or whatever the hell this week is called,
Yep. May the blood moon treat you well.
where Caesar got stabbed, right?
Man, you're the second person to bring that up.
My dad brings it up every year, dude. He posts
Huh.
on Facebook about it.
There's something about Shakespeare too. I don't know.
There's a Shakespearean play about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Well, thanks for listening.